You come to a person standing by a sink, and he's like all confused, doesn't know what to do, and you go, look, what's going on? What are you confused about? He's like, oh, it's not me, it's my hands. This one's arguing with the other one. I'm trying to clean my hands, and this one's saying, no, don't you? How dare you? Who gave you the right to use me? I don't want to get dirty, because your right hand is dirty, and your left hand is saying, I'm clean. It's not my problem. It's the other hand's problem. The beauty of the mitzvah of the Parah Aduma can be explained like this. The part of it that goes beyond the normal way of thinking is this. The fact that one person is willing to become contaminated for the sake of another person's purity, that self-sacrifice is the riddle, is the unexplainable element of this mitzvah. And it's the willingness of one to jeopardize his own physical, spiritual standing for the other that gives it the power to purify. It's that willingness which makes it unbelievably powerful. And so the contradiction that it purifies and impurifies is really our test from Hashem. Are we going to care about our fellow human being to the point where we're going to let him get into our own space? Are we willing to be uncomfortable for the sake of someone else? Are we even willing to become less successful, less holy, less perfect in order to help another person become more perfect? That's the challenge. Now, again, it's not a reckless, foolish challenge, because we have to look at the details. The impurity that the people that prepare this is only for one day. And the other impurity is the type that they can never really get rid of without this. And so it's necessary to produce this to save these people spiritually. You're saving their lives. And it's an inconvenience for this person for one day is a little bit less pure. And this is really the whole idea of how if we help each other and we share with one another, then we build this world and we make this world a better place. But if we're only concerned with ourselves and say to heck with the other person, then this world stays the same selfish, separate world that it is, each of us in their own area, not helping, not concerned for anyone else. And all those that are in need of help suffer. And so that's the idea that, and it's really built off of a very famous pasuk that says that the world is built through kindness. The love and kindness that they're showing for them to help them become purified, even at the cost of them becoming impure, is really what it's all about. Life is not a pretty picnic type of story. It's hard and it hurts. And we have to be willing to go beyond and even to the point of it not being so comfortable. If we're willing to become uncomfortable for someone else, Hashem sees it and says, wow, that's godlike. Till now you were behaving like simple, selfish human beings. But now you're willing to put your own needs aside for the sake of someone else. That's godlike. And that changes things. That changes you and changes the world. And that's the power to purify. So with all this, we can appreciate and hopefully solve the riddle of the Parah Aduma. We started off saying that the contradiction is that it makes one person impure who prepares it, while it makes the other person pure. And that made no sense. So now it makes perfect sense. Why is it that this person should make himself impure for one day in order to save this person from being impure for eternity? Because you're not doing something for someone else. We are all one. We're all connected. It's like the left hand saying, no, don't use me to clean my right hand. But silly, you're part of the same person. And when we look at just the hands, they look separate. And when we look at each other in this world and we think we're separate, that's not true. We have one Father that created all of us, and we're all connected. Therefore, it's the right thing to do and the thing we should do to inconvenience ourselves, to forever enhance the quality of another person's life. What a blessing, what a gift. And ultimately, we're only helping ourselves. Because of course Hashem will reward us for it, but think about it this way. If Hashem loves me, then He loves him. And if I help him, then I'm making Hashem happy. How do I love Hashem? This is the closest, most complete way to love Hashem. Because if I want to do for Hashem all day long, He doesn't really need what I have to offer. It's perfect anyway. He needs. And so this mitzvah is teaching us the real foundation of the Torah. The entire Torah is summed up in one statement. Love your fellow as you love yourself, because you're connected. You're not separate. And by doing so, you're loving me, because I made both of you. And so now the contradiction of the Torah becomes the simplest answer to all of our questions in life. It's not a story about me. Creation and life is about we. When I understand that it's we, not me, then I've solved the riddle and the contradiction, and I've brought this world closer to perfection, closer to Hashem, closer to Mashiach.